This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Sandi, and I am 64 and a half years old. I do like to watch things grow.
She's never really been a typical grandma. She's loud, outgoing, funny, and really nice.
All right, I'm going to get my drink.
But she's just a different person when she drinks.
You know what? There are no excuses. I'm an alcoholic. I can't stop. I consciously try to get completely annihilated.
She drinks solid gin like it's water.
When I get buzzed, it's freedom.
There's a wall that she hits.
Majorly up.
And once she hits that wall, you know, you either want to run or prepare yourself because it's coming.
Because I'm under the influence, it you up. I'm having a good time.
But you're yelling at everybody.
When she's drunk, she's pretty mean.
Get the out. What the?
It can be actually frightening.
I have to function. Get your together. But my drinking right now is something that my body needs. Her body is rotten from all the alcohol.
She shakes in the morning. She has heart palpitations.
I actually had a mini stroke. Oh. The doctor, he asked me if I had stopped drinking.
Wow.
And I said no, because I don't want to. His last words to me were, good luck. So, good luck.
Sandi was adorable.
Sandi was really close with my mom. Anytime we would be together and doing anything, Sandi had to be right there up next to my mom.
Doing anything with her, it was just a wonderful experience.
Sandi just never took a liking to him because she felt that he took me away from her.
Yeah, every weekend, me and my wife, we used to go out and drink.
They didn't go out for the evening, they went out for days, sometimes weeks.
Now I no longer had my mother. She was hardly ever there. The kids were just an afterthought.
Sandi never had security, never had the mother, the family life, the stable home.
He was my way out. I was so happy. I loved being a mom. I absolutely loved it.
She seemed so happy. And she was very hopeful and optimistic, even though Ron was born with illness. When Ronnie was born, he was oxygen deprived. As Ronnie's condition became more evident, Sandi's husband had a really hard time with that.
He really didn't like his son. And I don't think he liked me very much either. His whole family to him, you know, was a big mistake. He packed up his stuff and he took off.
When Ron left Sandi, she kind of fell apart.
Her husband taking off, it broke her heart.
I was crushed. I was paralyzed. I could not function. I was looking for something to make me feel alive. I would go to these bars and I would dance very provocatively. That was kind of my wake-up call. I found myself again.
It was a happy occasion. I was starting my own family. I had my mother.
Everything was good. I was very, very happy.
When Ronnie got hit by a bus, he was no longer the Ronnie that Sandi knew all her life.
He just started punching and kicking walls.
He started getting angrier and angrier and angrier.
All of a sudden, here's a person that's going totally out of control, and it's violence, and she couldn't deal with it.
I went crazy. Again.
He went out drinking for 2-3 days. That's when it really started.
Sandi drank more. Ron was more scared.
He was not stupid. My drinking bothered him.
Now she's just openly drinking all day long. Everything is lost in the alcohol.
If she keeps going the way she's going, Sandi will be dead before the year's over.
Andrea and I have a terrible relationship. I'm pretty much dead to her.
I don't like my mom. I don't like her personality. I don't like her character.
Do you remember leaving voicemails on my phone? That I'm a piece of Why would you say that to me?
Because of the way you treat me.
Here, listen to this.
Well, you know what, Andrea? You are my worst nightmare.
Look me in the eye. No, finish listening to this.
Came from my loins.
Look me in the eye because I meant every word of
My
it.
legs, son of a bitch. I wish your head was damaged at birth and Robin came out normal. End of message.
Can you get away from the chair, please? What is that?
What is what?
That's sick. It may be too late for me, but not for my children. Make the one decision that will change your life forever. You cannot continue to hurt those around you, and believe me, you do. Please go today and get the help so you may heal the past in order to have a future, finally.
So do we get to go to lunch now?
So you're not willing to go get help?
I'm not going anywhere.
Please go, Mom. Please. Go get help. It's not your fault. You had no, everything that happened to you, it's not your fault. You're only 65 years old. You can still have a happy life. And you can be around the grandchildren. I don't want them. Look at Logan. He wants you in his life.
Okay, I'll go.
Great. Yay. Oh, Sandi. God. Sandi, I'm going to write you every day. We're going to
Okay. Help yourself. Help yourself. You can be happy.
I have been sober for 120 days today. I feel better. I feel healthier. My mind is nice and clear. My whole spirit shifted.
Things